I had to run and pass my grandma because I did a bunch of jokes last week that we recorded as well, and so I decided to do all my dirty jokes then, right? And I didn't know that it was going to be a place packed with old people. Do you know how many old people in a group of 50 laugh at jokes about analingus? Yeah, it's 8. 8 of them do, in case you were wondering. 8. That's the number. So it's the holiday season. I'm not doing a holiday joke though. I absolutely refuse. I didn't celebrate Christmas growing up. I was a Jehovah's Witness. We celebrated the after Christmas sale, not the actual day. Christmas was dedicated to going around telling people how it wasn't Jesus' birthday. That goes over so well. I just got these gifts off layaway. Well, I'm sorry, lady, you're celebrating the wrong day. Great way to get stuff thrown at you, let me tell you. Oh, man. So, speaking of the holidays, I was just over my cousin's house over here for a family dinner. And I ran into that one guy that you always run into, that guy who hates Walmart. Who's always protesting Walmart. You know, Uncle G, yeah.
Uncle G.
Yeah. Guy who absolutely hates Walmart, never goes to Walmart until he has to. Because that's how it is for everybody. Like, it's just too convenient of a place to protest. They have funny t-shirts and mulch. Where else can you go where you can get funny t-shirts and mulch? Right? You can buy a grill, burgers, and plates all in the same place. Or you can just go to McDonald's and not even leave the building. And the ultimate icing on the cake? They have, yes, both condoms and TVs. Condoms and TVs. Right? But, you gotta be careful, though, buying condoms at Walmart. I need to warn you. I used to just go out and buy condoms like it was, I'm at the store, okay, I'm gonna get these and whatever else they have at the store. No, not the way to do it. Right? Because one day I was buying condoms and I see the cashier looking at me all suspiciously, and I look down and I realize I've got a box of condoms, 6 rolls of toilet paper, and a bag of carrots. She's looking at me like, what the hell are you going to do with those carrots? Excuse me, I got bad eyes. I have bad eyes, and I just have bad eyes. So nowadays, every time I go to buy a box of condoms, I always get a bottle of Gatorade and a can of Red Bull, too. Just stand there looking at the cashier like, what's up? I start asking them for stuff I know they don't have. Do you guys have weight-bearing pulleys? No? How about 30-foot of nylon cord? Looks like I'm going to have to go to the hardware store. Unless you're at Walmart, because they have that. Right? They won't sell you pornos, but they'll give you everything you need to make one. All right, Walmart. Even if you want to protest Walmart, the most you can do is just go to the nice one, Target. Oh, I'm sorry, Target. Target is for smart, thrifty suburbanites. And you can tell that because it's red instead of blue. Oh. Got that kind of late. Yeah. I totally caught you with that one. I'd rip on you more, but you're holding the camera, so I'm not going to.
I'm your backup.
Thank you so much for doing that. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about? Sports. Sports. Real quick, food for thought. Bob Costas gets paid millions of dollars to tell you what you just saw. Right? Not what you saw 5 minutes ago. Not what you saw last week, but what you were just looking at. He's made a career out of being that guy you hate going to movies with. Oh my God, did you see that? No, I paid $12 to come in here and not look at the screen. But do me a favor and retell it to me using small words and big hand gestures. I don't think I quite got it the first time. I don't hate sports, I just hate all the stuff that goes with it. All the sports prayers. Oh God, please help the Steelers win this one. We needed to make it into the wild card game. And I know I haven't been to church in months, but if you could just heal Palomalu by Sunday, I'll promise I'll tithe every week until hockey season. By the way, that thing that happened to those kids in Connecticut, that was horrible. Please watch over them. But hey, next year, 14-2, right? It's kind of weird. We've got more people in this country who can name every single player on every team, what college they went to, and how long they've been playing, than who can point out where we've been at war for the past 10 years. That's Iraq, for those who weren't sure. Right? That's the great thing about America. We don't know where stuff is, but we'll bomb the hell out of it. We're always trying to go to war with somebody. They got this new movie with America getting invaded by, wait for it, North Korea. North Korea couldn't invade and take over one of our shopping malls. Like, as soon as they invaded, Walmart would just roll back prices on guns. That's all that would happen. Get your semi-automatic, $1.99 just today. That's all that would happen. In North Korea, like, admittedly, I'm all tangled in this. Admittedly, they do have the bomb. And, like, we know they have the bomb, because as soon as they got the bomb, unlike all the other countries, they went and told everyone. They're like that drunk guy at the party, we got the bomb! We got the bomb! Yay! That's why we know if they were trying to invade. They would just tell everybody else, yeah, we're going to invade America! Yay! China, first off, would never let that happen. China would never let North Korea invade America. Because as soon as, like, North Korea was like, yeah, we're going to invade, China would be like, whoa, 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 whoa. They buy all our shit. If you invade them, who's going to buy our shit? Are you going to buy 500,000 iPads? Actually, no, we just figured out how to feed our people. Then you need to sit down and shut the fuck up then, don't you? And we don't have to worry about China invading either. I know that's who was originally invading in the movie. China wouldn't invade, they would just send repo men. You go to knock at your door, it's just some Asian dude, like, hey, what's up? I need all your Tupperware back. You gotta put it in the truck next to Walmart. Like, that's all. I'm glad that, like, 3 people here find me funny. This is awesome. And one of them's my cousin. She has to laugh. I sit next to her at family dinners. I get to hit her otherwise. Oh, man. You ever notice how, like, the people who talk the most are the worst at listening? You ever notice that?
Yeah.
And it's like, and you can tell that they're bad at listening because you'll say something, and then 5 minutes later, they'll say it too. Like, you didn't just say that. Like, you'll say, hey, I gotta go to work in a little bit. I'm just, yeah. Hey, by the way, you know, you should probably go to work in a little bit. Yeah, fucker, I just said that. And the ones who are really bad at listening, they don't even listen to themselves. Like, they'll say something, and then 20 minutes later, say the entire thing again. Like they didn't hear themselves just say it. And that's when I go, well, I mean, if you don't even listen to you, why the fuck should I listen to you? And then when I do listen to them, they're full of shit. But don't ever tell them they're full of shit. Oh, no. Don't tell them they're full of shit. Then they want to give you 20 more minutes of bullshit about why they're not full of shit in the first place. And then ask you questions like, you get it now? You get it now? What's your problem with that? Well, you know what? Shut up. I'm going to give you 20 more minutes of bullshit. Right? And then they always want you to agree with them afterwards. Right? You get where I'm coming from, right? You get what I mean? I mean, I understand what you're saying. I heard you the first 3 times you said it. I just think it's stupid. It's like these people don't understand how conversations work. You know, conversations, you say something, then I say something, then you say something, then I say something. They seem to think of conversations, they say something, then they say something, and at some point, they breathe. Right? They miss out on all the great things about listening. Like, when you're listening, no one knows how stupid you are, because you're not talking. The great thing is you get to find out how stupid the other guy is, because he is talking. Right? Somebody in the back right now might be going, hey, that guy's stupid. Maybe. But I don't know if he's stupid. Why? Because he's not talking. It's just how it works. All right. So, one great thing that I love is political scandals. Like, I love watching politics and just the craziness that happens on there. The whole David Petraeus scandal, that was hilarious to me. Did you guys hear about this? David Petraeus, General David Petraeus, the head of the CIA, got busted having an affair by the FBI. Right? And there were a lot of people who were outraged about this. How dare the head of the CIA have an affair? What do you mean? That's what they do, covert affairs. Come on. It's right there. I was mad too, but not because he cheated. Like, he's not in my family. That has nothing to do with me. I was mad because he got caught. Like, how are you going to run the CIA and you can't even keep an affair a secret?
It's true.
on the list of the top 100 things you need to keep a secret. That's not even on there. I had one guy who was like, hey, if he can't lead with integrity and honesty, I don't want him heading the CIA. Integrity and honesty? That's what you want in the head of the CIA? The guy in charge of all of our shady shit? You want honesty? Hey man, where'd you hide the nukes? Oh, I put them in Wisconsin. That's what you want? Like, that's ridiculous. Oh man, like I didn't understand why the affair was like a matter of national security. Like that's what was weird to me. Was she like throwing it back like that? She was just, aliens are real. Like, is that what was going on? I'm gonna do this to you. We shot JFK. Like, is that what's really good? I don't know. Other contemporary things, Obama got elected, re-elected. Every other black comic has already covered that, so I'm not gonna touch it. But one thing that I hate though is like since he got re-elected, like a lot of my liberal friends are once again bringing up that term, post-racial America. We now live in a post-racial America. Bullshit! You still choose which Chinese restaurant to go to based on how many Asians are there. Come on, you know it's true. No one likes to admit it either. We'll dance all around the subject. Hey man, let's go to this Chinese place. No, let's go to the one across the street. I saw like 10 people in there I feel might know what's up. Might know what the haps is. It's really good with the lo mein. Right? Like that's why when you go to a Chinese restaurant, they always have like the family eating in front of the biggest window they have, with like lights so bright they have to bring out the food half done so it's not burned before they can eat it. Everybody's just staring at them as they walk past. There might as well be like a caption on the window pane. Asians. Right? Because that's what makes us feel like it's authentic. You like see a bunch of Asian people eating at a Chinese place, you're like, I bet they make the fortune cookies by hand there. That's what makes it feel real. That and the 8-year-old restaurant manager who's the only one that admits to speaking English. I love that kid. He always seems like such a badass. Because like to anyone who doesn't speak Chinese, what he's yelling at the people in the back, it just sounds like he's cursing out his parents. Like you'll place your order and he's just like, yeah, and like I'm standing up there like, oh god, they're gonna come out and beat him. They're gonna, what? No, it's just beef lo mein. It's just beef lo mein, never mind. No big deal, beef lo mein. Like if I owned a Chinese restaurant, I would give all Asian people a 10% discount. Just all Asian people. It doesn't matter where you're from. Americans, we're too stupid to tell. Like the most that would happen, like if you're Asian and you turn to like somebody else who's here in America and you're like, hey, where do you think I'm from? The smart ones of us, we'll just start guessing the small countries. So we don't sound so racist. Where am I from? I don't know, Laos, Myanmar? The third guess is always going to be China. It's just like at this point, fuck it. We can't help it, like things happen all the time that are just accidentally racist. Right? Which is why I hate the holiday season. Because I don't know shit about Kwanzaa. And that just always makes me feel like a bad black person. Like, because people will come up to me all the time and ask me, like, hey, what's the meaning of the 7 days of Kwanzaa? And I'm like, oh, there's 7? I didn't know. But, like, you shouldn't feel like you're racist for asking me. I'm a black guy. Even more, I'm a black guy with dreads. I'm supposed to know these things. But I don't. So I always feel guilty. Like I'm supposed to, like I should learn this or something. I don't know. Whatever. The other black people are like, no, fuck that shit. No one knows what the hell Kwanzaa's about. Every once in a while, though, like, because I think of myself as a fairly progressive person, I'll slip up and just say something that is just, like, ridiculously racist, and I didn't mean to. Like, Ty, the one of the baristas over at 720, he's kind of a hippie. Like, the other day, he was like, yeah, so it's my girlfriend's birthday. So I got her a recurve bow. And like some friends and I, we're all gonna go hiking in the woods for a few hours and then we'll find a tree and probably shoot it full of arrows. And I just started laughing. I was like, that is the whitest thing I have ever heard. You would never Never get black people to do that. You want to walk for 2 hours past a bunch of trees to go shoot some other trees? Like, the only way I could equal that in doing something that black, I'd have to be late eating chicken to a crack deal. That's the only way. Even then, I'd have to be shucking and jiving the whole time. Just shucking and jiving. Like, that was fucking... I do have, don't get me wrong, though, there are positive things about race and other issues. Like, I have a favorite thing about being black. And my favorite thing about being black is the look of relief on people's faces when they step on my shoes and I don't shoot them. Oh. And it always happens the same way. Just somebody walking around, yeah, man, that would be cool. And like everybody does it, black people included. Like we probably do it more than anybody else. It's like, oh shit, didn't know I was gonna be a statistic today. That's just how it is when you're like a young black kid growing up. And I'm like, well, you're either gonna end up in jail or shot. Sorry, kid, it's just the odds. It's fucked up, but all the black people are laughing because it's true. She's laughing the hardest because her mom told me that. No, but I always, when it happens, depending on who the person is, and if I'm just really too broke to buy my own drinks, I'll fuck with them. Like, oh my God! How the fuck did you step on my shoe? Man, what the fuck is wrong with you? We're in a club with capacity for 150 people. There's 500 motherfuckers in here. How you gonna step on my shoe? Ain't nobody else step on my shoe. What, you can't levitate? You don't know how to do that? You can't float? Well, you ain't a ninja? You ain't spent 7 years in the mountains of Japan learning the way of the shadow? The fuck wrong with you? Hey, I'm sorry, I'll get you a drink. All right, cool, we're friends now. Oh, man. So I've been dating again. Yeah, my dick and my hand finally got tired of each other, so they decided to see other people. I hate dating. Really, I do. Dating, it's awkward. It's like you're going on a job interview where you can't bring a resume. Like, if you bring prior experience, they don't want to hear anything about it. It's horrible. Like, you don't even always get the position that you applied for. Like, sometimes you're thinking, oh, it's just going to be a part-time gig. I can work other jobs. And they're like, it's full-time. 40 hours a week. Oh, there's benefits after 90 days. Before then, hell no. Like, and I don't know, because, like, dating, a lot of times people think about marriage, and I don't want to get married because I have a penis, so divorce is expensive. Right? That's just how that goes. That, and I'm not really sure about the whole kids thing, because the more people I meet with kids, the more depressed those motherfuckers seem. Yeah, I remember going out to clubs, having fun, and then she got pregnant. Right? Like, which is fine with me, because the fact that I don't have a kid is, to me, a clear sign that God exists. Because that would just be bad. I know nothing about taking care of kids. I was an only child, like, I didn't even hold kids. So it's perfect now that I have a lot of friends who have kids, because I get to practice with theirs. It's like if I drop their kid, I get to give it back. Like, no, he's fine. Kids have skull fractures all the time. It'll heal. It'll heal. No, he likes crawling in circles. He just does that. It's fine. Oh man, there's a bunch of people out there who really think I give children skull fractures and then just return them to their parents. That or the food is really good. One of the two. But a good friend of mine, I'm her daughter's goduncle, and I was watching the kid one day, and she was all angry, and she's throwing blocks and everything, and I'm looking at this kid, and this is what solidified in my head that I should not have kids, because my first thought was, give her weed. I mean, that's what I do for one of my friends if they were pissed off, and I'm like, hey man, hit But the more I thought about it, because I didn't just let it go, I thought about it. I was like, you can't just roll a joint and smoke it with a 2-year-old, right? Because if you do, then they're going to ask how you do that, and you have to show it to them. Because, I mean, otherwise they're going to find out on YouTube anyways, right? And if you show a 2-year-old how to roll a joint, then you're going to end up with a 10-year-old getting kicked out of 5th grade for getting busted trying to smoke in class. Like, oh, Miss Crabtree, what with this pop quiz at all? Thought you were kind of being a bitch. Decided to roll up, get a little high. And that is not a parent-teacher conference I would want to be at. Mr. Solomon, why does your kid know how to roll a joint? I didn't know the internet. You know, everything's on YouTube now. So I'm looking at this kid throwing blocks, and I keep thinking about it. And I was like, well, I guess I could give her brownies. Right? Because you give the little kid a weed brownie, they eat it, then 15 minutes later, nap time. You don't have to deal with them for another 2.5 hours, and they're just going to want to wake up and eat all the baby food. That's it. That's the only thing you have to worry about. Kids are on blocks everywhere. You just go over, hey, kid, eat the brownie, eat the brownie. Just eat the goddamn brownie, eat the fucking brownie. But the more I thought about it, I was like, this is bad too. Because then I'll just end up with a fat 15-year-old shoving the cat off the couch every time he needs a fix. Like, hey, Dad! Hey, Dad! Ugh! I hate you and I hate your rules. Shut up and eat the brownie. Eat the brownie. Eat the goddamn brownie. Just eat the fucking brownie. Oh, you looked at me like you were about to bum rush the stage. I was like, you see me? I'm like over here like heading into a stand. Just like, oh. So yeah, anyway, I've been dating.
How's your beer?
My beer is awesome.
Good.
Yeah, so anyway, I've been dating and living in Lawrenceville. I did that for a while, so it was awesome. I got to develop all those hipster pickup lines. Right? Like, hey girl, want to go for a ride on my fixed gear bike? Maybe discuss postmodern reconstructionist art in the new Russia while using hand puppets? Miss, I'm inclined to keep it 100. I want to take nasty Instagram pictures with you in the back of the foreign film theater. Sepia filter because you're classy like that. What can I say? I love those hipsters and those 1983 thrift store mom jeans. Does it for me! Sexy! Oh, man. Like, the one good thing, though, about dating is, like, all the stupid conversations that you have with people. Right? Like, I was at a bar a couple months ago, and I met this girl after doing some jokes for some friends of mine, and she comes up to me, she's like, hey, you're really funny. I was like, oh, thank you very much. She's like, yeah, have you ever seen CB4? CB4 is a Chris Rock movie. I was like, yeah, I love Chris Rock. She's like, that's awesome. I watched it with my 2 black friends. Like, she wasn't black, so this was kind of weird. And I was like, so you have 2 black friends? No, I don't have 2 black friends. They're just my primary black friends. Oh, so you have secondary black friends. What, do you, like, bring them out when you need a situation to be more ethnic? What, yeah, I mean, no, look, I banged them both, all right? Whoa. A little more than I wanted to know. No, not at the same time. I'm from South Dakota. That's when I disappeared to the bar to see if I could get drunk enough to not hate myself while I was sleeping with her. Conversations like that always leads to, like, the times when you hook up with somebody, you just do all the crazy, freaky, nasty shit because you never want to see them again. Right? The type of stuff where you can't even look at them the next day. You just, take care. They try to kiss you goodbye, you're like, Just go in the bathroom and start judging yourself. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's somebody's daughter. You're sick. Sick. Your friends ask you about it. Hey, did you hook up with that girl? Leave me alone! It's the most awkward hookup ever. Oh, man. The one other thing that I was going to talk about tonight. So I have a big dick. Like, I don't say that to be like, ooh, like nobody here is like over here like, oh my god, that's amazing. I'm black. It's just kind of expected, which is really what sucks. Cause like if I hook up with a girl and I just whip it out, they're never like, oh my god, that's crazy. They're just like, yeah, I mean, you're black. That's kind of why I went out with you. Like, why are you acting like this is a big deal? Like, if you're a white guy and you just whip out like a massive schlong, they're like looking at you like, oh my god, that's crazy, this is awesome. And if you're Asian, that shit's going on Twitter. When you're black, you don't get that, it's just expected. So when it comes time in relationships for me to send dick pics, like I don't ever send a full dick pic, I just send like a half a dick pic. Like just the base half. You know, the half closest to me and just a few inches, that's all they get. So that when the girl gets it, she's like, wait a second. Oh, this dude's sending me a dick pic. Hang on. This is only half a dick. Why do you like, is this like a two-part message? No. It's just half a dick.
It's like a mystery.
Was he in like a lawnmower accident? Is he like curiously deformed? So the next time I hang out with her, I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know, work and everything. And she's just like, no, that's cool, that's cool. You're a dick. Why'd you only send half a dick pic? Now we're talking about my dick. I'm already halfway there. Oh, man. So, there's been this weird commercial. I shouldn't do that joke. I have too many family members here.
Do it!
Alright, well, fuck it. Fine. There's been this weird commercial. It comes on regular TV. Like, if you don't have cable, if you're broke like me, you've seen it. And the whole commercial is about how snoring isn't sexy.com. And the first time I heard it, I was just stuck. Like, wait, was someone confused about that? Like, did someone think snoring was sexy? I didn't know that was on the list of things that were like possibly sexy. And why should snoring matter? Usually when you're snoring, like the other person, you've already slept with them. Why is that important now? But then the more I thought about it, the more I realized, God, that's actually pretty stupid to say. How can you judge whether or not snoring is sexy? Look, I've been online to a lot of porn sites. I've seen a lot of weird shit. People are into some craziness, right? People are into girls playing with balloons. What do you mean nobody's into snoring? There's no one who gets off on snoring. There's an entire convention downtown here of people wearing furry animal costumes who fuck each other. No one likes snoring? I've seen somebody fuck a snake. Not because I was into it. At that point, you're just watching another adult man play the game of, what can I stick my dick into? You know what I'm talking about. Everybody's played that game. Not like... You're like 8 years old, like, can I put it in this tube right here? Am I gonna need some lube? This dude was fucking a snake. I was just like, I didn't know that was humanly possible. And yet, no one's into snoring somehow. But whatever. Whatever, I don't judge. I do. So I was talking about that and strippers. Actually, I wasn't talking about strippers, but now we are! Ha-ha! Anyways, I never understood why so many rappers were always talking about strippers and everything and just going to strip clubs and just throwing money at strippers, right? Because I'm broke. Like, if I went to a strip club and made it rain, I'd be fighting the strippers trying to catch the money on the way down. Like, I don't hit women, but I will tackle a bitch over a 20. I'm just saying. Just saying. So I was wondering about that, and then it finally dawned on me why they do that, you know? Why they throw all that money. It's a tax write-off, right? They're donating to single-parent moms, helping people pay for college. Like, thanks to Rick Ross, we got more acrobatic doctors in this country than at any other time. And I think something needs to be said for that. And that something is Maybach music. I'm so glad I didn't open with that. Oh, man. Oh, it's not over. And she's like, damn, I just want to go home and get laid. I didn't even want to come out for this comedy show. She just told me, she's like, no, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. It's better if you wait. No, it's not. It's gonna be the same. I'm kidding. Oh, man. I know, right? I have to look at the can. I'm out of the stuff I was planning on doing.
Whoa, they got a speaker up there.
Right, so, thank you for throwing me off completely. I have no idea what I was going to say now. Fuck! No, I'm kidding. I was going to talk about old people, because why not? They're not in here. So, my dad's 72, and he fell in the shower a few months ago. This is true. This is all true. He fell in the shower, and he lives in Cleveland, so I went back to Cleveland to go see him, to check on him, make sure he was doing all right. And when I went to visit him, like, he's telling me about falling in the shower, and he's like, so I bent down to wash my foot, and then my head went one way and my ass went the other, and I spun! And I tell you, I just missed hitting my head open on the faucet. I could have bled out, but instead I just sat there in the tub and I said, well, I guess this is one shower I won't be having. And like, he's telling me this and I'm all excited. I'm just like enthralled by this whole story. And that's when it hit me. That's when it really hit me. When you get so old that everything can kill you, you're always living on the edge. Like, fuck bungee jumping. Be 85 trying to go down a flight of steps. I swear, every time my grandmother gets out of a van, it looks like she's skydiving. Sometimes it turns into a tandem jump. She just grabs on. Ah! Like, I can't wait to get old. It's gonna be awesome. Every minute, not knowing if this is my last breath, just... Nope, still here, still here. It's gonna be kick-ass. All right, well, thank you so much. I'm Solomon. You've been great. Thank you so much.